I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. An action committed in anger is an action doomed to failure. Do not grieve over the past, for it is gone. Do not worry about the future, for it has yet to come. Live in the present and make it beautiful. Conquering the world on horseback is easy. It is dismounting and governing that is hard. It is not sufficient that I succeed. All others must fail. The strength of a wall is neither greater nor less than the courage of the men who defend it. A man's greatest wealth is contentment with a humble life. If you're afraid, don't do it. If you're doing it, don't be afraid. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. An army of donkeys led by a lion is more dangerous than an army of lions led by a donkey. I am the terror that flaps in the night. Adversity is the best teacher. A leader should be a servant, not a master. You can conquer the world with an army, but you must win hearts and minds to keep it. The strength of a family, like the strength of an army, lies in its loyalty to each other. Do not seek to follow in the footsteps of the wise. Seek what they sought. There is no good in anything until it is finished. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Remember, it is not enough to win. Others must lose. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. The greatest warriors are not always the ones who win, but the ones who never give up. A leader must be fearless, for fear is the enemy of progress. The strength of a nation lies in the character of its people. Conquer your fears, and you will conquer the world. Opportunities come to those who create them. A true warrior does not fight because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. The world is full of opportunities disguised as obstacles. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. The first step towards greatness is to be honest with yourself. The only limit to your abilities is the one you set for yourself. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others, a fool from his own. Your destiny is not determined by your birth, but by your actions. The greatest conquest is the conquest of oneself. A man's character is his fate. The secret to success is to know something nobody else knows. The greatest battles are fought in the mind, not on the battlefield. Greatness is not in where we stand, but in what direction we are moving. A true leader inspires others to greatness. The wise adapt themselves to circumstances, as water molds itself to the pitcher. The best way to predict your future is to create it. True strength is found in the ability to endure. If you want to conquer the world, start by conquering yourself. A man's worth is not measured by his possessions, but by his actions. The greatest victory is the victory over oneself. Fear is the prison that holds you captive. Break free and embrace your true potential. The world belongs to those who dare to dream and act upon it. A wise man does not seek to control others, but to control himself. Do not be afraid of failure. Be afraid of not trying. The flame that burns the brightest casts the darkest shadow. When the snows fall and the white winds blow, the lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. The arrow that hits the mark is not the strongest, but the swiftest. Do not judge a man until you have walked 1,000 miles in his shoes. The true measure of a man is how he treats those who can do nothing for him. The strongest trees are rooted in the dark places of the earth. Darkness will be your cloak, your shield, your mother's milk. Darkness will make you strong. The highest form of wisdom is kindness. When the world pushes you to your knees, you are in the perfect position to pray. A single arrow is easily broken, but not 10 in a bundle. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. The greatest treasures are not gold or silver, but the hearts of men. He who controls the past controls the future. He who controls the present controls the past. The person who seeks revenge digs 2 graves. The key to success is not in the absence of fear, but in the ability to manage it. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. A man who conquers himself is greater than one who conquers 1,000 men in battle. Do not be afraid of slow progress. Be afraid of standing still. It is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well. A man without a goal is like a horse without a rider. Patience is the key that opens the door to success. The wolf that wins is the one you feed. The strength of a nation lies in the unity of its people. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the highest skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the highest skill. True leadership is not about being in control. It is about empowering others. The path to greatness is paved with hard work and perseverance. A wise man knows that he knows nothing. Do not fear failure, but rather fear not trying. Success is not measured by wealth, but by the impact we have on others. A true leader brings out the best in others. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. Every step you take today is a step toward your destiny. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Do not dwell in the past. Focus on creating a better future. Humility is the foundation of true strength. Fortune favors the bold, but it is wisdom that sustains success. The path to greatness is not an easy one, but it is worth the journey. The strongest armor is not made of steel, but of determination and resilience. A leader's true power lies in inspiring others to become leaders themselves. Success is not found in the absence of challenges, but in the ability to overcome them. The mind is the most powerful weapon. Use it wisely. The legacy we leave behind is not measured by the number of victories, but by the lives we touch and inspire.